The thing is, not everything is what it seems, right? Like last week when I made those fake caramel apples as tabletop decorations out of the onions we had lying around and you tried to eat one?
Izzy, please don't remind me.
But it's important. I mean, you were super duper shocked and kind of really surprised, weren't you? That's exactly like this.
The ship is like an onion?
No, silly. The ship's a ship. In fact, it's the best ship in the whole dang 7 seas. The Galloping Ghost.
Quick, all of you to your stations. Bilge, raise the jib. Maris, the nets. We have to slow the descent before it crushes Seapony.
Oh, I just can't take it. Can you imagine meeting the real crew of the Double G? Wait, don't imagine it or it might not happen. Knock on some wood.
Izzy, we don't have any wood. Besides, those Galloping Ghost mysteries are just stories, right?
Sunny, they're research. Well, I think they're research, even if your dad totally kept them separate from the scientifically accurate books. And it's always nice when you're making new friends to learn a little bit more about them, right? If there are Seaponies out there, I want to make sure we're super prepared to meet them.
Is that why you've been not so sneakily asking me and Misty to think really hard about spells that will help you breathe underwater?
Maybe. But Sunny, imagine it. How many more friends we still have to make out there?
So many. But Izzy, I'm still not sure what this has to do with the onion.
Oh, right. See? In these books, the crew of the Galloping Ghost is super helpful. They sail across all the sparkling sea. That's one of the 7 kingdoms that make up the ocean and help every sea creature in trouble. But... aha! Behold, the caramel-coated onion!
I didn't know my dad had a 4-volume of the Galloping Ghost mysteries lying around.
That's because he didn't! See, I was on my morning walk when all of a sudden, catastrophe! But then, opposite of catastrophe! Only maybe it's still catastrophe.
But Izzy, this is amazing! If this book washed up on shore, that must have been where my dad got the first 3 volumes, which means somewhere out there is a Seapony writing these. Wait, what?
Creeping Jenny wrote the first 3 Double G mysteries, but she couldn't have written this. She just could have.
Why not?
Well, to start, the writing style's totally different. Like super formal? The writer uses the word cerulean 57 times in the first 10 pages. And to finish, suddenly the Galloping Ghost has become the scourge of the ocean. It's populated by a crew of bloodthirsty sea ponies bent on destroying everything. And it's suddenly a ghost story, like the real one. Eat your caramel-coated vegetables or the Galloping Ghost will get you. Ooh!
Oh, the book is like a caramel-coated onion.
Wait, why is any pony eating caramel-coated vegetables?
Hey Izzy, you mind if I take a look at that?
Knock yourself out, but not literally or anything.
Can we please take a minor beach break? I've got sand all in my mane, and the seagulls are everywhere, and I'm supposed to go live in 10 minutes.
Hey, where did every pummel go?
And that's why I think you should read them.
Izzy, no offense, but you sound like my mom. Ever since the Nova charm magically poofed the board trout into existence, it's been all make sure you're doing your princessly duties and also stop feeding Cloud Puff after midnight. It's like she doesn't realize that I am doing my princessly duties. This brand new song I'm unveiling tomorrow's got the potential to triple my number of subscribers. That's like a lot of responsibility. It's called Set Your Sail. It's about charting your own course. It's a metaphor. They're testing really well right now in focus groups.
Oh, maybe you could use the live stream to talk about the Seaponies. See if any pony else found washed up copies of the Double G mysteries lying around.
Izzy, listen. The pipsqueaks aren't exactly tuning in for conspiracy theories. Let me know when we actually discover Seaponies, then we'll talk. What?
Kenneth, I'm telling you, I would rather take my chances out there on the waves than get trapped on this beach forever talking to a chula can wearing seagull.
Hey, Hitch, you okay?
Zen!
My mom texted Pip to get home ASAP, so we're heading out.
Yeah, totally, I am solidly good.
Hey, what's that?
This? I found it underneath the sand. It must have gotten buried by the tide. There's a whole bunch just like it. That's weird.
Really weird. Maybe Izzy was onto something. Dear royal family of Zephyr Heights, hello from the royal family of the Sparkling Sea. We noticed your new boat trot and wanted to extend our congratulations. Its magic has helped conduct your signals all the way to our castle in the Sparkling Sea, which is the place where we live, as we mentioned. Would you please meet us at your earliest convenience tomorrow, so that we may bridge the gap between land and sea? We have booked you a room aboard the famous Seapony Express, which is a train we take to get to the Sparkling Sea, which is the place where we live. We are sure Conductor Abalone can tell you more if you wish. We request Princess Pipp Petals be in the diplomatic party. We are big fans of her music. Queen Calla Lily of the Sparkling Sea. Darling, can you believe it? Actual Seaponies! This is simply wonderful news! You must go meet them at once!
Shouldn't Zip go? I mean, she's the one who's gonna be queen someday.
You can take Izzy. She's been talking non-stop about Seaponies since you discovered those dusty old books.
But Mom, I can't go. I'm supposed to drop my new song tomorrow. I've got the social calendars all planned.
Pip Petals! This is the opportunity of a lifetime and good diplomatic practice. And as difficult as it may seem, sometimes being royalty means putting others' needs before your own. Besides, darling, how hard would it be to simply reschedule?
Can I come?
Izzy! Yes, of course you can come. If I'm gonna be stuck doing some stupid royalty thing, at least having one of my absolute besties nearby will make it more bearable. Unless you want to come, sis?
Sorry, Pip. I think my talents are better suited to the mystery unfolding up here. With any luck, Izzy, I'll have the creeping Jenny conundrum all figured out by the time you're back.
Is that the official case name? I love it!
Well, we'll need a spell to get us underwater. Otherwise, we'll have to wear Mom's ugly old diving gear.
Izzy, you asked me to think about spells to help you breathe underwater, so I've been, maybe tinkering with a transformation spell, but,
Misty! That's amazing! And you know what they say?
magic is
Practice
dangerous
makes
and cannot
perfect.
under any circumstances be used recklessly.
Yeah, okay, we'll workshop it.
I don't know, Izzy. I mean, I've never done something so complicated. What if I give you 8 extra hooves and 2 extra heads and the fear of water and an unstoppable craving for those processed cheese slices?
Not processed.
Misty, you can't think like that. You gotta think positively. Like how you're abso-positively going to nail this.
Well, I mean, I guess I could try.
That's the spirit. There's no room for jinxies here.
Okay, alright, here goes.
Did it work?
Only one way to find out.
I know I promised you a new song today, but #RoyalLife, we are heading out on princess business, so the song will drop next week instead. She's in her cozy, understated bookworm era. Being a princess/pop star may seem easy, but it's time like this, when I have to make tough choices, that I truly understand the seriousness of my job. Not the seagulls!
Just like in Galloping Ghost 2, the Gold Poof deck, when Phineas Finrod discovered the disappearing deck on the Galloping Ghost where no pony has swam for 50 years.
I know that makes perfect sense to you, but I have no idea what that means.
One of the clues Phineas found were these floating orbs that led him to the Shiver Me Timbers tunnel.
Was the tunnel haunted by chance?
Really super haunted. Ah!
Swim for your life, Izzy!
You must be Princess Pit Petals and Izzy Moonbow. We're the Seapony Express porters here to help with that luggage.
How did you know we will be here?
We saw screaming bubbles.
What my pal means is Queen Calla Lily told us you'll be arriving on the afternoon train. Let's get you to your seats.
We have assigned seats on an empty train? That porter seems so familiar.
Why don't you focus on one mystery at a time? I tried to update the pipsqueaks, but the signal down here is hopeless. Wanna play a game or something?
I love to, Pip, but first, I just finished my reread of Double G4 and I need to process a normal amount of feelings out loud. For the last 3 books, Mary's the Crow was set up to be the hero of the story. A scrappy young sea pony living in the shadow of her pirate parents who chooses good over evil and snack time over attack time. Now she's the villain? It doesn't get any clearer on the second read-through. In fact, it might just get foggier. Call me crazy, Pip, but Volume 4 can't possibly have been written by Creeping Jenny.
Call me crazy, but sometimes I hear the shifting of tectonic plates grinding in an apocalyptic symphony that hails the end of days. Or maybe that's just a snack cart coming. Did I hear you mention Creeping Jenny? One of the finest sea ponies I ever met.
You know Creeping Jenny?
I knew Creeping Jenny.
Wait, what do you mean new? You don't mean she's...
Any pony hungry? We've got an assortment of the Shining Sea's favorites. Flaming hot hermit crabs, seaweed snackies, and krill crisp. Take one of each. Maybe you could post them to your internets with a hashtag snacks of the sea. I would be happy to be in this picture where you show off how wonderful and very normal things are from the Shining Sea.
Oh, you want to take a selfie? Sure. Maybe it's a shelfie, since we're underwater. Are you on Ponygram? You can add it to your timelines once we have a signal again, that is.
2i Gilbert doesn't need an invisible timeline to know the future. Grid collapse, caramel shortages, bands of sea ponies sailing the new wastelands.
You can just ask me not to tag you.
Please allow me to show you what other marvelous inventions come from the Shining Sea. I'll take you on the tour. Foamy Joe, you can entertain Izzy.
You really do remind me of some pony. I just can't put my hoof on it.
This is a map of the 7 seas. Isn't it very interesting?
Yeah, it's really cool.
I bet your followers would love to study it since the undersea world is new to them.
We haven't really figured out how to tell every pony else, but I'm sure we will soon.
Then let us make certain you have plenty to show them.
Obsessive fandom memory, don't fail me now. I knew it! Foamy Joe, do you like ghost stories?
We're approaching the last tunnel before we reach Queen Calla Lily's kingdom, so it's going to be far too dark to read.
In the end, when the magic dries to salt, there won't be enough light left to feed the sun pony fish.
You're kind of creepy. You know that, right?
Izzy, look! You can see the castle!
Are you prepared? Before the tunnel, then, for the good of our crew. It would be best if you took your seats. The tunnel is just ahead.
Does it really get that dark? Hey! Let me go! Is this a prank? This isn't funny! This bag smells like pega crabs!
2 came in the night, bringing the end. The end. The end.